Ederson preserved Manchester City's unbeaten start to the Premier League season with an injury time penalty save from Luka Milivojevic. But Roy Hodgson's Crystal Palace still stopped Manchester City, making more history as they earned a goalless draw at Selhurst Park. The Brazilian keeper saved the Serbs' weak kick after referee John Massa judged Raheem Sterling had fouled Wilf Zaha in the 90th minute of a backs-to-the-wall performance from the London side. Pep Guardiola's side were looking to equal a record of 19 consecutive wins in Europe's top 5 leagues set by the Catalans' Bayern Munich side in 2013-14. City dominated possession and Wayne Hennessy made a brilliant second-half save from Leroy Sane. But Palace proved they are not unstoppable as City failed to score in the Premier League for the first time this season, and for the first time in the league since the Manchester Derby on April 27. Andros Townsend fluffed a golden chance to give Palace a shock when he skied a shot from Wilf Zaha's cross after 77 minutes. It is only the second time City have failed to win in the Premier League this season after August's draw with Everton. But they still extend their lead at the top of the table to 14 points after 21 games. Palace stay 17th but are now 1 point above the drop zone. Here are 5 talking points from Neil Gulman. The former England manager had promised to go toe-to-toe with the Premier League leaders, and Wilf Zaha was free to roam and pin back Kyle Walker. But he also deployed Dutch defender Jairo Riedewald in central midfield along with Luka Milivojevic to contain City and the rampant Kevin De Bruyne. Hodgson's plan worked better than attempts by Jose Mourinho and Rafa Benitez to stifle City. If he had set up the Three Lions like that against a similarly superior side in Iceland at Euro 2016. And unlike Joe Hart that night, Welshman Wayne Hennessy was immense in goal. Kevin De Bruyne shouted in frustration at Leroy Sane after the German checked his run just as the Belgian passed into space. And Sane was booked for kicking the ball away in first half injury time, and could have seen a second yellow in the second half for a silly foul on Zaha. Even Pep Guardiola looked far from his calm self on the bench. The Ivory Coast winger left Palace once before and had a nightmare spell at Manchester United before returning home. At the age of 25, he is now at the peak of his career and enjoyed a fine duel with the excellent Kyle Walker down the City right yesterday. If Palace sold him for £40 meters now, they would probably be relegated. And if Zaha went in the summer, he will not find another team set up to showcase his talents. Gabriel limped off in the first half in tears, but Pep Guardiola was able to throw on Sergio Aguero, and the Argentine clearly had a point to prove. His deflected shot hit the post within minutes of his arrival and he led the line with a physicality that the Brazilian still lacks. Then 50 meters Raheem Sterling came on after the break. City will need their squad as they play 3 home games in 3 different competitions in the next week. You can't win them all, but City will go close this season. With Zaha shackled after the break, the London club's only outlet was playing the ball up to Christian Bentke. And it quickly came back again. The big Belgian scored 9 goals after Christmas last year to keep the Eagles up. But after 2 months out with a knee injury, he has only found the net once this term, and Hodgson could be tempted to sell him and freshen up his squad with more mobile attackers.